is going to take it over here in the right side of the map from Team Evil Geniuses. It is Jaedong.
Cannot afford to lose this series.
No, certainly not. I would not be feeling good at 2-2, just waiting to see how other people do to decide my fate.
No, that would be horrible. Absolutely horrible.
And over here in the top left of the map, our Liquid player up right now 1-0. It is HerO.
Looking pretty strong against Zerg today. You know, I'm definitely liking his style a lot.
Yeah, it's again, it's really, really refreshing for people like you and I, Moonglade, that watch like 1 million PvZs a day. To see a completely new strategy with completely new timings and see it beat some of the best players in the world. It is like a glass of nice, cool water on a hot summer day.
It is indeed. I completely agree. And I mean, maybe HerO's been doing this for a long time. We just haven't seen much of HerO in a long time.
Yeah, that is quite true.
Another thing, you know, like he has his own. He's always had his own style, as you were saying. So, yeah, not too surprised if we see something cool like that. And it looks like it is going to be a gateway opening from HerO on this map. With that pylon behind the minerals.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely a much more modern strategy from HerO that we're going to see here. And Jaedong going for the hatch first here. He's not going to be able to scout HerO for a bit, so wouldn't be surprised if he goes pool next. But if he were to throw down the other hatch, well, I think it would be a little bit brave because HerO's been opening with Forge so often.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah, it would be good for him, though, in this situation.
But looks like it is going to be the pool, so he's still going to have a nice little lead there. I mean, it's still going to be, actually, I guess it'll be pretty even considering it was Nexus first as well.
Yeah.
Not too much of a difference in builds.
No, I would put these two exactly down as even, to be honest. It's like, this is as greedy as you can actually get as Protoss, but like there's not a greedier option that he can do to get ahead of the build that Jaedong has right now.
Yeah, very, very true here. And yeah, we're going to see a fast third base as well. I mean, he hasn't seen a probe scout yet, so he's like, you know what? Looks like it is going to be a gate timing. So I will be able to be pretty greedy after that pool. Still a fairly early third base.
Yeah. Very nice for Jaedong here. Now, Moonglade, I gotta ask almost selfishly, what are you afraid of from Protoss on this map? Because I find this map to be quite difficult to play on against HerO.
I mean, I'm not afraid of much on this map. It's kind of just trying to figure out exactly what Protoss is doing because, it's pretty much what it comes down to. You have to find out what he's going to do. Is it going to be that two-base timing because it's so hard to get a third base? Or is it going to be some sort of wonky third base style? Like, it's really just up to the Zerg to find out what it's going to be. But, you know, I'm pretty confident on this map in general. Like.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can take it and tie it up 1-1. I'd be very sad if this just went like a quick 2-0 to HerO.
It would be. It would definitely be a bit of a shame here. Definitely giving the advantage to Jaedong on this one. But it's going to be up to him to kind of figure out exactly what HerO's going to be doing. I think scouting against HerO specifically is so important because he does have a wonky style.
He really does, and if you don't figure out what he's doing, the thing is, you know, a lot of times Zerg players like lack on scouting a little bit. They pick up these little cues and little hints because most of the world up at the top of this game, you can kind of tell what's going on. You're like, oh, he took the gas that time. Okay, I've narrowed it down to 2 builds right now, and you know, I can do something that kind of counters both. Whereas against HerO, I mean, you don't know what the hell he's doing at any point in time.
No, he could be going to Stargate right now. He have no idea what's going on. He could be skipping Warp Gate right now and be like, what? What are you doing here?
He has an unorthodox playstyle. If he was like a policeman Protoss, he'd be kicked off the force. They take his badge. He's like, he marches to the beat of a different tune.
Yes, he does. He'd be that rogue detective, man. No one knows what's going on in his mind. But, you know, nice micro from Jaedong, actually, saving every Zergling.
Very well done.
That's what I like to see from Jaedong. Bit of the old. And looks like we are going to see a forward pylon here. And it could just be just a pylon. Maybe he's going to put something there. Maybe 2 Stargates, you know.
If he puts 2 Stargates up there, man.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point. But it looks like it's just going to be a staging point, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if he can get something done with that. A couple more gates on the way. In fact, he's going up to 4 gates. So yeah, it looks like he wants to put on some pressure with it.
Yeah, looking at this here. Okay, so 3 gateways and +1. I feel like we're going to see him try for a 3 base. Well, I'm trying to think of what else you can do because we haven't seen any other. We haven't seen any tech just yet, besides the upgrade.
The thing is, this staging point, if he wants to put on pressure, is like kind of far from anything. You really want to attack the third, not the natural. But I mean, he is chrono boosting that +1, so. I mean, I have seen people go with this build into another base, but another gateway and a robo on the way.
Yeah, okay. It is a pretty late robo, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's very late considering how much gas he has had for a while, and well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what he has planned behind this. He is adding a cannon to his front as well. So this is one of those hero builds that no one knows what's going on.
No, yeah, this is.
Even if you had map pack, you have no idea what's going on.
You're like, okay, he's doing random things. I guess this guy is like
he's like changing his mind every minute about what he wants to do. I'm like, huh, what do I do against this?
Yeah, it almost seems like I'm watching like a casual Protoss because I'm like, oh, okay, he's like, oh, I'll make a robo now. And, I'll use one more gateway. It's like, I'm searching my data banks in my head, and I just can't find this build order anyway.
So it looks like it might be an Immortal in from here. He's getting armor as well, so okay.
It's funny though, with an Immortal all-in, you almost always get the robo much quicker than this.
You get it ASAP.
Yeah,
you get it ASAP.
It's like after you make your wall in at the latest.
But look at this, we have a timing. It looks like it is going to be on the third base here. That's a lot of sentries to go with this, but so many roaches out already. So long as Jaedong doesn't get caught by force fields, only losing, looks like he might lose 1. Maybe 2? All right, that's not bad at all. And I think Jaedong should be completely fine getting rid of this.
It seems like it. Some good force fields there.
Oh, nice.
Man.
Perfect decision making, getting burrow like this.
Yeah, that's really clutch right there. If he started picking off roaches in those numbers, the follow-up Immortal push will kill him if he doesn't kill the sentries off.
Exactly. So. This is like the whittling push here. This is like, I got to do damage to the Zerg either economically or I got to trade very efficiently and then go on the Immortal push from that. Because that's how it is done. It has to be done like that. If the Zerg can just macro on 3 base while you're going Immortals, you will get crushed.
Well, Jaedong is kind of able to do that right now. He's getting the Hydralisk Den as well. We'll see what he can do here. Yeah, he's going to be able to take out some Zerglings, but again, burrow being just a hero move.
Yeah, I love this. Pulling it out, forcing the recall here, so a little bit less energy on the Mothership core, going to help out a lot. I like this creep spread in front of the third base as well. I mean, if Hero's going to move across the map, he obviously wants to go through the middle there. Yeah. And he can't just get jumped on completely.
Very well done. We do have some cannons going up right now for HerO back at home as defense. He's getting that Warp Prism as well. He has an Observer with his army, so burrow not going to be quite as effective. But can he actually break through here? Because I feel like Jaedong has done a good enough job that he definitely has an edge in holding this.
Yeah, yep, I completely agree. Though he is building Hydras, and he might want to wait until they're out before he commits to anything. I think like if he was simply making Ling Roach, he can jump on this, but the way he's done it now, you're going to have to buy a little bit more time, and he is with this threat of a counterattack with so many roaches. Wow,
making him chase him all the way down here. If I was HerO in this position, I think you only have 2 choices. Like, you do the maxed out Immortal push where you just never move in, or you go home. But looks like he's going to go ahead and engage this army and getting some pretty decent kills so far.
Yeah, nice force fields there. Going to trap a lot more roaches here. So Jaedong giving up quite a lot of supply here to go into those Hydras safely, but he is making a lot of Hydras.
Yeah, quite a few Hydras indeed, and those are going to help out so much, especially since that +2 attack is almost done there. It's going to just be machine guns.
Yeah, that is... Yeah, +2 attack is going to pretty much seal the deal, I think. There's nothing here he's going to do if there's enough Hydras with +2 attack, with speed, and sufficient tanking for them. It's not looking good. I mean, the creep spread is fantastic as well for the Hydras.
I think his best chance might be to go to the high ground here and just play it like the old Stardust games, or the old Parting games, where you max out on the Hydras, and you see if force field can be broken enough to kill him.
Forcing out some force fields here that he did not want to make here. Going to be funneling his units through that into the Hydras, which he will never want to do. You know, he's kind of just forcing here to commit to everything he doesn't want to commit to just yet. Force fields, time warp. And, I mean, HerO is getting in a better position here, but look at the concave here, and look, Hydra's coming from behind as well.
Oh, he might get the Warp Prism, doesn't quite get it. Some good force fields coming down. A lot of units coming through, but he doesn't have that many force fields left. This area takes a lot of force fields to block everything off, so he's got to be careful. Does move up a bit. I think it's a good move. But that is a big concave right now.
Yeah, that is a huge concave, and we're seeing a lot of sentries go down. I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw drones get pulled off just to help out, but I don't think he might not even need it. There's so many Hydras left here. 2 Immortals still remain. 1 just about to go down. And yeah, it looks like Jaedong's going to pretty convincingly clean this up, I think.
Yeah, it does look like that. Some more Stalkers coming in, but you're warping in just Stalkers against Lings and +2 Hydras. You may as well just GG it, and we're going to see that in just a moment.
GG.